The Israelites finally arrived at the promised land of Canaan. But there was one problem. Other people were living there. God's people couldn't just walk in and set up their tents. They had to go to battle against their enemies, and they had to win. Joshua sent 2 spies into Jericho to see what it was like. The spies stayed at the house of a woman named Rahab. Rahab had heard about God and believed in him. She wanted to help his people. When the king of Jericho was looking for the spies, she hid the men on her roof. When it was safe for the spies to leave, Rahab said, "Please be kind to my family since we have been kind to you. When you attack Jericho, please do not kill us." So the spies promised to keep Rahab and her family safe, and they left Jericho. Rahab tied a bright red rope in her window so the Israelites would know which house she lived in. The people in Jericho hid behind the strong walls of the city. God told Joshua he would conquer Jericho. To do that, Joshua would need to lead the people to march around the city one time each day for 6 days. On the 7th day, they would march around the city 7 times, and the priest would blow their trumpets. All the people would shout, and the walls of Jericho would fall down. Then the Israelites could go into the city and take over. So Joshua commanded the people to carry the Ark of the Covenant and march around the city. The priests blew their trumpets. They marched around the city one time. Not one of the Israelites spoke or made a sound. On the 2nd day, they silently marched around the city again and then returned to their camp. They did this every day for 6 days. On the 7th day, the Israelites got up early and marched around the city 7 times. On the 7th time, when the priests blew their trumpets, Joshua said, "Shout, for the Lord has given you the city." So the people shouted and the wall fell down flat. The Israelites went into the city and captured it. They kept Rahab and her family safe because she helped the spies. God was with Joshua, and everyone in the land knew of Joshua and what he had done. By faith, Rahab believed God would win the battle, and she asked the spies to show mercy to her family and keep them safe. When the Israelites attacked Jericho, Rahab and her family received mercy and became a part of God's people. Jesus has won against sin and death. Everyone who trusts in Jesus receives mercy and becomes part of God's family forever.